I believe we do have our own Rukia Bole at the Kasarani Stadium. Rukia, good afternoon. Just give us a glimpse of how those numbers are going and in terms of the Narobi count.
Good afternoon to you too, Zainab. We're right here at Kasarani Stadium. This is the tallying center for Nairobi County. If I may, before I get into the numbers and update you how the numbers are going, we've had Edwin Sifuna, who's also running as the Senate for Nairobi County, just a few minutes ago, come in right there through that door, and he came in with his entire team, and the security officials right here did not allow his entire team to access the tallying center. They told him that you are too many, and after they had a bit of back and forth, a bit of commotion, they caused a lot of commotion. After a few minutes later, he was let in, but not the entire team. A few members of his team came in. He sat right there behind me, and he sat with, I believe, the arrow for this place, and what he pretty much wanted is just to verify how things are going, if he's still in the lead. And afterwards we had a chance to speak with him, where he told us that he believes the process has been quite slow and that the officials here, the IEBC officials, need to move at a better pace. He says that Kenyans, the anxiety is growing, and he believes that he's confident at the moment, that he just wants to get on with the process so that he's able to celebrate with his team. But the thing that came out all of this is that he's saying Kenyans are anxious at this point. The process has taken way too long than it was supposed to. So we're just still here waiting for the final results. But let me put you up to speed, Zainab. What we have found so far is that what happens right here, if I could paint a picture for our viewer, what happens right here is that the deputy returning officers from different polling centers come here, and they ensure that they have the 37A form, that is for the governors, the 38A form, which is for the senator, and the 39A, which is for the women rep. What they do right here is that they verify the numbers, and through the returning officer, they come up with the total for that specific constituency. So Nairobi has 17 constituencies, and so far, right here in the Stalin Center in Kasarani, they have verified 11. And right now, just a few minutes ago, we were able to find out the number of the votes for governor, senate, and women rep for Embakasi Central. If I may just give you the exact numbers, we can start with the governor. Johnson Sakaja is leading with 46,006 votes for Embakasi Central, and his competitor, who is following very closely, is Polycarp Igade, who has 3,350. Now moving on to the senatorial seat, we have Edwin Sifuna, who has 40,147. And next is Margaret Wanjiru, who has 37,436, who is vying on a UDA ticket. Moving on to the woman rep position, we have Esther Passaris, who has 39,891, who's vying with an ODM party ticket. And next we have Omanga Millicent, who has 40,194 votes, who's vying with a UDA ticket. This is Embakasi Central constituency. Now let me tell you the number of constituencies that have been tallied so far. It's 11, and those are Langata, Kasarani, Embakasi West, Embakasi North, Makadara, Kamkunji, Embakasi East, Kibra, Ruaraka, Dagoretti South, and Embakasi Central, the one that I just mentioned right now. If I could give you the total so far, what do we have, Zainab? We have the governor's total so far with the 11 constituencies that have been counted. We have Johnson Sakaja, who is leading with 436,203 votes. Next we have Polycarp Igade with 367,044 votes. We can see that Johnson Sakaja is currently in the lead. And moving on to the senatorial seat, we have Edwin Sifuna, who has 456,432. And Margaret Wanjiru is following closely by with 306,591. Next, the total number of votes for the women rep that we have so far. The first one we have is Esther Passaris, who has 446,994, followed by Millicent Omanga with 364,026. We have about 6 constituencies here in Nairobi that have still not been counted, and we are yet to verify that. So we're waiting, but we know that there is an issue with two of the constituencies in Nairobi, that is Mathare and Starehe. There have been claims of rigging in Mathare, and this will probably set back the process. If we were able to get the total results, the total announcement, I think Mathare would probably be a setback because of the rigging claims that have been going on. And we also have an issue with Starehe. We know that the deputy returning officer there has been arrested for missing three. He's missing 3 ballot boxes. So that would also take us a few steps back. But either way, we'll be right here to ensure that we have the numbers when they come in. Back to you in the studio, Zain.
All right, Rukia Bole, of course, keeping a very close eye on the situation in terms of the numbers in Narobi County.